Alright, now part 2 of my video on the Eglinton Crosstown. This time I'm going on to the outside portion. It's family day weekend, so I'm expecting it to be a little bit busy here in Ontario, here in Toronto, so let's get to it. The eastern portion from Don Valley to Kennedy Station in Scarborough is above ground and is slower than the tunnel. I think it feels faster holistically versus the French West LRT, given the 10 stations above versus 18. So it wouldn't surprise me the perception is that Line 5 is faster. So far, as short as 55 minutes from end to end from Scarborough to Etobicoke is amazing. Despite the delays and challenges, Metrolinx has delivered a strong launch. That said, not all is forgiven. The defects, timeline, cost overruns, and poor status transparency warrant a formal review. Metrolinx, Crosslink Transit Solutions, and the provincial government must be accountable, and it's not appropriate to dismiss the idea of a public inquiry. With major projects like the Ontario Line underway, there must be clear lessons learned. How else can the public have confidence that future infrastructure will be delivered with proper oversight and controlled costs? Probably the biggest disappointment is kind of this station. Not in the architecture or the fact that there's transit here, but the renaming from Science Center to Don Valley. All because of the shutdown of the Ontario Science Center, which is behind me. This whole area has changed from being an old IBM facility and Celestica facility into being residential, and you can see in the distance the old IBM campus, which is being turned into condos. So one of the things you'll notice is you've got these signs that are massive for the station name, plus a smaller version of the station name. So one of the things that you'll find, I haven't found one yet, but you'll find that they put the name perfectly with the O, so it looks almost like a London Underground rondelle. So be on the lookout for some of those.
While the train is in motion, please remain seated or hold on to the handrails.
Pendant que le véhicule est en mouvement, veuillez rester assis ou tenir les rampes.
Station. Prochaine station. Eglinton Park and Museum. Eglinton Park and Museum Station.
Les portes vont s'ouvrir sur la droite. Merci ou tenir les rampes.
And there we go. We've traversed the whole Eglinton Crosstown, which I think it's a game changer for the city. I know for myself, it's likely not a line I'll use much, but it is certainly an important line. So on the outdoor portion, what's really important is the fact that you've got a lot of residential that then also goes into a fair bit of commercial. So along Eglinton I'd say from Don Valley, from Don Valley eastbound and from Kennedy West to about Don Valley, there's a fair bit of commercial, which, that's going to be huge for the people that live in this particular area. So, and then from the underground portion, so from Eglinton westward, you've got a fair bit of, certainly above ground commercial space as well. So you've got Little Jamaica, for example, and other places that I think will now give people a good opportunity to explore. And that's one of the things that I will use the Eglinton Crosstown for, is to explore a little bit more of this city. It does feel like a little bit like European-style trams that are certainly present in, for example, cities like Brussels, Belgium. So that's what Line 5 certainly reminds me of, and I'm sure Line 6 will also remind me of some of the travels I've had. Don't think of it as heavier rail like Lines 1 and 2 in Toronto. It's definitely lighter transit, and that's important. You know, having something that's kind of an in-between, I would say, is really important, and this will get people moving across the city. You've heard lots of videos or seen lots of videos of people who said it is fast, and it is fast, like under an hour from one end of the city to the other. That's a total game changer, and more reliable at this point.
Next station,
Prochaine station,
Golden Mile Station.